Hello, all you beauty fans and makeup lovers, and welcome to another makeup tutorial, Pride Edition. Before we get started, I hope everyone is having a terrific Pride Month. Just one friendly reminder, be safe, be careful out there, because I know as much fun as Pride Month is, it can be get a little out of hand. We've already had we've had a threat called in to one of our local gay clubs. So I've been reading about it on Facebook. They've had to beef up security. Several years ago was Pulse down in Orlando, Florida. So I just want to remind you guys to be careful out there, because it can get brutal. That's pretty much all I have to say on that. Just be careful. You guys have fun. Just be careful. So, as far as the makeup tutorial, I got my hat back. I took out the demisexual and the asexual little things, because we've already done a tutorial on that. So we're just going to dig through here and see what we got, and we'll have fun. So this month's today's winner will be Rainbow. I've never done a rainbow before, guys. This is surprising that I've never done a rainbow. So we're going to have some fun here. I'm going to get this hat out of the way so that way we can see what we're doing. Couple palettes that we'll probably want to use for this. Not that one. Not that one. Okay. So if you don't have the 18 Hit Wonders, this is the palette that we're going to be using for the most part. It does have a shade that looks more orangey rather than red. So that's where I have my e.l.f. Matte for Matte Jewel Pop palette. That one has a bunch of colors that you could also use. But primarily, we will be using this one because it's got purple, it's got blue, green, yellow. It's pretty much got the whole rainbow except for red. I don't really use reds as far as eyeshadow goes because it just makes the eye look bloodshot and everything. So you can use this palette if you want to, but I'm gonna be sticking with my 18 Hit Wonders palette. This one doesn't have a mirror in it. A bunch of the e.l.f. eyeshadow palettes don't have mirrors in them anymore. So just make sure you got a mirror handy, unless you use the mirror in the bathroom. That's usually what I use, but for the sake of tutorials and everything, I'll be using this mirror. So, to get started, I honestly have no idea where I'm going to start because I've never done a rainbow before, guys. I'm kind of excited, but I'm kind of nervous about this too. Let's go ahead and do, so these colors are all labeled, as you can see. So I'm going to be starting off with Heat. That's your orangey, reddish orangey color. I'm going to be using the flat brush by e.l.f. So I'll just pick up some of that. I've never used this red before. I've used some of the other colors, but I've never been over here in the warm colors. I'm excited to see how it's going to turn out. So just take that and pat it on in your crease. It's not bad. It's not one of the colors I would necessarily go to begin with, because I mean, oranges, they look good on me because my eyes are blue, but I don't go with those warm colors necessarily, except for yellow. I go with that one. Same on the other side, just pat it on in your crease. I'm nervous how this is gonna turn out, guys. I'm just really nervous. I've never done a rainbow before. Okay, so now that we got that one on, we got our... Okay, so I'm gonna use 2 different brushes to blend, because I got one for darks and one for lights. So we're gonna be using our Farrah 35E. And then I'm bringing in a new brush. This one isn't labeled. It doesn't necessarily have a name. I got this in a brush set. It's a Max Design, though, and it's a really fluffy one. Like, it's as fluffy as my Farrah 35E. So it's going to be a good blending brush. Orange, red, it's not necessarily dark. So we'll be using the Farrah 35E to blend that one out. Just go right on in the crease with that one. That's looking okay. Same on the other side. Blend out on your crease. So I know with my other video I showed what the flag looks like, but if you're in the LGBT community, even if you're an ally, even if you're not in the community at all, everyone knows what the rainbow flag looks like. I did some research on all the different flags. The rainbow flag has gone through a couple different variations. Back in 1978, I want to say, they had hot pink in the flag. Now, the official reason I read is why they took it out was because of a shortage of fabric. I don't buy into that. I don't know why they removed it. They just did. Okay. That's looking good. I don't know where I'm going, but hey, that looks pretty good, guys. It's bitchin'. Ooh, some of these colors are really pretty. Okay. I'm going to use some purple. So, in that palette, we've got the Velvet over here. I don't know if I named the shade I used before. What's this one? It's called Heat. Now we're going to switch over to this purple Velvet. I'm going to be using the Mermaid brush. I'm going to set the palette off to the side because we're using the mirror more than we are tapping off your pigment on the palette. So pick up some Velvet, tap off. That one doesn't have as much fallout as a bunch of the other colors in here do. I'm really impressed with that. So that yellow, the solar yellow, does have a lot of fallout. Some of those more matte pigments have fallout, but the glittery pigments, don't have any fallout. Like the Velvet, Supreme, Moss, Element is sparkly a little bit, but it does have some fallout. Evergreen's got some. But a lot of these, I'm actually really impressed. There's not much fallout on any of these. Where do I want to put my purple? I'm going to put it on the outside. So I'm not going very far with it. I'm just going like to the middle of my eye. Because we got like, what, 6 colors, 7 colors. We got a few different colors to work with. So you want to make sure you got room for what you're going to do. Pick up some more Velvet. Tap off. Not much fallout. So this is impressive. Purples are really hard to come by that are good. At least in my experience, I haven't run into very many. But a bunch of purples I do buy are buildable. So that's good. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Okay, so this Farrah 35E, I designated that to my light eyeshadow blending brush. This Emax design brush is going to be darker. So just kind of go over your line. That's not really doing much. This pigment just wants to stay on. I mean, it's good. It just wants to stay on. Okay, so we got that going on so far. What color do we want to do next? Because this got a lot of color, guys. We've got a lot of different pigments on here. A lot. I mean, 18 to be precise. Let's pick up this flat brush again. If you have a towel on the side, please use that. Just swirl off a bunch of your extra pigment. It's really good to have duplicates of each brush, because that way you can use for lights, you can use for darks. I just used this one on the heat, but now I swirled off a bunch of the product because I'm going back in with a completely different, that blue, which is called Electric. Gonna pick up some of that, and you can see this does have more fallout. Oh, it's harder to see on the camera, but you can see it in real life. And I'm going to put this one on the bottom lash line. Not all the way, just a little over halfway. Pick up some more, tap off, go on the other side. And it's okay if you get a little bit of your blue crossing over on your red like I did right there. Because color theory, blue and red, purple. And you got purple on the outside, which is why we did this. Go back in with the Emax design brush. Alright, that's looking good. Same on the other side. We're just blending that out. What do you guys think so far? I might tweak it because I've never done this before. I was excited to do it. Don't get me wrong. It's just I've never done rainbow before. So it's looking a little different. That purple's not really looking purple. That's adding a lot of depth. So if you really want to, you can go in, instead of grabbing velvet, you can grab the royal purple. Might come across with a little bit of a different look. I'm not sure. It's up to you guys. But we are almost done. Where'd my mermaid brush go? There it is. Alright, swirl off some excess. We're going to go in with Evergreen, which is this light green right next to your blue. Swirl that mermaid brush in there, pick up some product, tap off excess. This one doesn't have much fallout either. I'm really impressed with this palette. I mean, the blue and the purple, or the blue and the yellow, got some fallout. I haven't used the orange summer, so we're gonna use it on this, see how it goes. And put that right in the middle. I don't, that's looking kind of weird. This isn't my best one, guys. Just bear with me. I'll tweak it, perfect it, and I'll show you guys what I like later. I should have messed around with it, but because we're doing the hat, I didn't know. And it doesn't necessarily look bad or anything, it's not blended right now. Alright, green is looking okay. I'm gonna use my Max Design on that one. And just kind of sweep down, because green and red, you're just going to end up with an ugly brown. So that's why I sweep it down. Okay. It's not showing up on the camera too well, but I like it. I mean, I'm gonna do a little bit more on the inside because we still got a few more colors to do. Like yellow and orange. Let's go ahead and do yellow on the inside, and then we'll put a little bit of orange, because we got an orange shimmer, so I'm probably going to use that one. Some of your powder ends up crossing over, so just blow it off. The mermaid brush in the yellow, tap off. That one's got some fallout, but I haven't run into yellow that I really like other than that one so far. So if you guys like some yellows, go ahead and comment, tell me about them, let me know, and I'll give them a try. Okay, that's not bad. That's not too bad. Pick up some more yellow. Tap off. And the yellow right next to the green is actually blending out perfectly. Like, you don't even need a brush to blend out. That's what I like about putting yellows right next to greens. Yeah, it's a hard transition, but I mean, you're making it look like a flag. I don't know. I really want to use this summer right down here. The orange summer. But I'm afraid how that might drown out some of the yellow. So I'm going to go in with this orange penny color right there. I was going to use the Danger because that one's got some red pigment in there too. I was going to put that on the inside, but with the yellow, oh, I don't know. I'll do one eye with Penny and one eye with Danger, see what you guys think, and you guys can decide which one you want to do for the month. So we're using our blending eyeshadow brush from e.l.f. On this one, I'm going in with the Penny. It's got a little bit of fallout, not much, so that's good. And I'm gonna go in on this side, just in the corner, on the inside. Okay, hello, that's working. It kinda distracts from some of the yellow though. Like you can see. Well, there's still a little bit of yellow transition. Okay, on the other side, I'm going in with the Danger. Tap off. That one's not much exit, or not much fallout either. I'm going to this side because you got better lighting over here. Just put it right on the inside. Okay, I like this. I'm digging it. I mean, there's not much difference between the red and the orange, but I'm still digging it. I mean, you can kind of see a little bit right there. Okay, so we still got to put some highlight underneath the brows. So what I'm going to go in with is this probably Pave, P-A-V-E. This is the one right here. You pick up some of that. Tap off some excess. There's not much excess to tap off, so that's good. No fallout. More pigment. Put that right under the brow. Ooh, that's looking more pink than I thought it would. I like it though, I dig it. Pick up some more for your other side. Tap off whatever excess, not much, but there's a little. Put it on your other side. That's looking pretty good. I dig that. I mean, it's not showing up too well in there because it's a white light, but In my bathroom, I got a natural kind of yellowy light. It's looking a lot better in person than it does in camera. I still don't know if I like the orange, the penny side, or the danger side. They both look good. So you can run back and forth between both, but they both look good. It's personal preference at this point. I'm not wearing a lipstick because I didn't know what I'd do because of the hat, so whatever shade you enjoy as far as lipstick, yeah, have fun with it. I'm gonna put some highlight on this just because I want to see how it turns out. Okay, so highlight. I got my angled blush brush. It says blush. I originally used it for blush, but you can use brushes for whatever you want to. And then for my highlight, I got my Color City Glow Pro Stellar Iridescent Highlight Nebula. The mirror on there, there we go. It's looking pretty good. Yeah, check that out. So just pick some up on your brush. We're not tapping off any excess on this because if you're a highlight bitch, you know you want to look like a beacon. So you want to put that right on your cheekbone because you contour under and then you highlight above. Okay, yeah. And you can kind of see the difference. I got some highlight on. It's my little e.l.f. highlight. The baked highlight. Sometimes you just need something else. You want to spice it up. Go back on in with the other side. Yeah, that's looking good. And then you need a little bit on your nose too, just to top it off. So then one of the good things about this brush right here, for your nose, you kind of squeeze it. We're not putting it all over the bridge of the nose, just on the tip. Blend it up. Okay, that's a lot. My nose looks crazy. So you don't want very much, just a little bit. I'm gonna rub off my excess. Okay, that's looking a little better. But we're not done yet, because you guys need some mascara with this look. So I got my volume and length waterproof mascara from e.l.f. When you live in Oklahoma, you need waterproof. So just go back and forth. Get that on. It's looking pretty good so far. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I did not know how this was gonna turn out because I've never done a rainbow flag on my eye before. And before I put that yellow and the orange or red, whichever one you want to do, before I put that on there, it just, it wasn't doing it for me. But as soon as I put that yellow on, I'm just like, oh my god, I love this. So I'm not going to put any wings on this because it just feels like it will distract from all the color that you put on. And if you're going to a festival, to a pride festival, you want, I mean, not everyone wants that attention because, you know, there's a lot of people with anxiety, and sometimes, you know, if you're not out yet, you don't want to draw attention to yourself. So I completely understand you guys. Not being out yet does not take away your, does not decrease the validity, if I pronounce that right. You are who you are, and because it's a scary world out there, guys, I'm not gonna lie. It takes a lot of courage to come out and be who you are. And if you aren't comfortable with it yet, don't. It takes a lot of courage. And I'm not trying to scare you guys, because as soon as I came out, then my life just, I'm a lot better, a lot happier now than I was back in high school. I mean, I wouldn't have come out in high school because this is the middle, I live in the middle of Oklahoma. I would not have come out in high school because I probably would have gotten my head stomped on by a boot. Not trying to scare you guys, I want to be safe rather than, you know, but I'm a lot more comfortable now than I was in high school. A lot more comfortable with where I am now. It's, bottom line, stay safe. I love you guys. Be careful. Pride is our month. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, because straight people, they did not fight to become, you know, where they are. This straight pride parade that's been going on, that's BS. Straight pride, what do you guys have to be prideful over? No offense to straight people. If you're straight, you're straight. If you're gay, you're gay. You know? But in the LGBT community, we had to fight to become, you know, to be accepted for who we are. Same has gone over for black people. They had to fight to be accepted. It's unfortunate that's the way things are. It's unfortunate. So it sucks, but not trying to be a Debbie Downer here, guys. Just talking and rambling on. I see I'm coming up on 34 minutes, so you guys be safe. Love you guys. Have a tremendous, have a great Pride, guys. Slay beautifully, y'all.